Hello, my name is Michelle Reugebrink, and I'm going to talk about Dan Siegel's handy brain model from UCLA neuroscience. And we're going to use our hand as an example of the brain. So right here in the middle is your hippocampus. It's where we do our learning. And then here's our amygdala, and this is our watchdog that watches over our hippocampus. And it's where we store emotions and fight or flight. And then we have our arm as our spinal cord. And then you have your fingers that go over, and that's your cortex. So if I was to turn like this, give you a scenario of the cortex. And your first knuckle is your prefrontal cortex. It's where we do our planning, our organizing, our thinking. Our planning, our organizing, our thinking. And I'm going to give you a little scenario with what happens in the body or in the brain with stress. So I'm running late for work, and my watchdog is already, he's already talking to me. And then I'm driving into work, and I get into the meeting, I sit down, and they say, Michelle, why don't you go ahead and go first? And I realize, oh my gosh, I forgot my notes. And I flip my lid. Ruff! Watchdog barks. What happens when we use the expression flip your lid is where your brain has taken on so much information it can no longer absorb it. And all your thoughts go down your spinal cord. So when we get to that state where we don't disrupt the sympathetic nervous system, we're no longer able to function. We can't access any thoughts. And you know, when you've seen somebody, they just say, like, what happened during an event that you were just involved in, and you're like, I don't know. Or they ask some children on the playground, what just happened, who pushed who, and they're like, I don't know. They can't access their thoughts. They have too much intel going on in the brain. So what we've learned through a bunch of research with Dr. Housel, and also a program called Mindful-Based Stress Reduction out of UMass Mindful Medical School with John Kabat-Zinn, who was the founder of it in 1979. Through mindful meditation, we can actually increase the gray matter around the hippocampus, which means we can increase our ability to learn, which is absolutely amazing. And then with our amygdala, we can actually shrink the gray matter around the amygdala, which means what? We can take better care of our watchdogs, so where we store emotions, fight or flight, with doing mindful-based stress reduction or mindfulness meditation. So being able to disrupt the sympathetic nervous system. So noticing our response to a stressor, breathing, stepping back, not becoming it, kind of getting out of our own way. And we do that through the practice of mindful meditation. And I hope this was really helpful for you. Again, this is Dan Siegel's handy brain model. Thank you.